life is many things. Life can be hard and confusing. It could be joyful and filled with gratitude. It can be boring or filled with passion. It could be overwhelming and stressful. We know this about our lives, that the impermanence of our emotional experiences is like a roller coaster. We can float in and out of different emotions quite quickly throughout the day. And so our emotional intelligence lays a foundation for us in giving us a capacity to develop proficiency and skills that help us to navigate that roller coaster, and also help us to sort of maximize the valleys and minimize the hills. So instead of us having these wild experiences throughout our day, driven by our emotions, driven by our unconscious thinking, our emotional intelligence squashes the pendulum a little bit. It keeps the highs not so high, the lows not so low, and allows us to navigate much more effectively throughout our emotional landscape. Now, why is this important? It's important because when we are outside of our emotional capacity, our emotional resiliency, we tend to make poor decisions. We tend to lack in impulse control. We tend to do things in our relationships that aren't healthy for our relationships. We tend to internalize and be much more critical and judgmental of ourselves. And none of that leads to a really well, healthy, happy life. One of the practices that we can engage in is stacking our morning rituals with all things that put us in the plus category for wellness.